Yes, my name is Terri Welk, and I'm a slip holder, fortunately, still a slip holder at Zebel Cove. I was not planning to speak today. In fact, promised my husband I would stay quiet. But I was not able to be here last week because we were on vacation, enjoying life, which is what a retired person should be doing. And Stacy, I'm sorry that we have to meet this way. But the direction that Stacy is being given to contact the administrator, county administrator, Mr. Berkshire. I have not contacted him directly, but I have reached out to, and I won't name staff names because I know it's inappropriate.
I appreciate it.
But two of the three assistant county administrators that we had previously been working with actively on a rolling action item list that the county is fully aware of because of several other times that I've been to this meeting and meetings that we've had with those individuals. Basically, before the election, we were told, gosh, let's wait until after the election because, you know, we're super busy right now. I reached out to those individuals again via email and phone. Two of the phone calls that I made to one of the county administrators has never been returned. I've left voicemail messages, I've sent email messages, no response. So Stacy, the direction that you're being given to contact the county administrator, perhaps he would be more responsive. However, the individuals that work for him don't appear to be as responsive as they should be when someone from the public who has been told to reach out to someone at that level rather than bring these types of things to the commission, which should never have to get to this level. I mean, I don't see that I'm hopeful that Stacy would get better response than I have. However, I'm not getting a warm fuzzy that that's going to happen. Another thing that happened is I was made aware by a friend of mine that they were running into similar situations to what Stacy and her family has experienced. Because I have been involved in things, that person called me because they thought I might know who they could talk to. So I told them on their behalf, because I just like to be an advocate for people and make sure the right things are being done, even though I'm not paid for any of my time, don't ever want to be paid, I want to make sure that the right thing is being done. And I apologize I don't have prepared comments because I did not plan to speak, but I just wanted to bring awareness one more time that the public doesn't appear to have any path to reach any kind of action with anyone of any authority that listens to what we're really saying. We've come to you before saying you're missing revenue opportunities. Wow, really? This is the way you handle it? We know that there's abandoned property that has been at the lake for a long, long time. Nothing has been done to address those issues. Now you're targeting individuals that are, from what I understand, trying to pay over the phone before the deadline and not allowed to. I assume that's correct. I know many other stories very similar, that I've heard similar stories happen with other people. The rules are not being applied equally to everyone, and it just appears that it's very wrong. But back to what I started to say, on the 13th when I was contacted by my friend, I did contact as the tourism director, I assume I can't use a name, but the position, to ask that very question. Wow, what is going on? Why are you not letting people pay? And this person was told they could not even be put on, that they would lose their slip, and they could not even be put on the waiting list, which I brought to the tourism director's attention. That person didn't seem to be aware that that's what people were being told. And then I asked the third question. I would like to give the county a little bit more money because, wow, I'm lucky enough that I might even be able to buy another boat or have friends that have boats that don't have a slip because they're told there's a waiting list. I asked if there was a waiting list. This person told, the tourism director again told me, well, I don't really have, the accurate response I don't recall, but the gist of it was, I can't tell you if we have a waiting list for Zebel Cove. I asked her on that day if we could schedule a time on Tuesday, because that was coming up to the holiday weekend, the ice storm that never happened, and I knew that they were closed for the weekend. Conveniently, no one could come up that weekend. And thank God for the people at the marina that have to take the brunt from the public because they were the ones put on the front line. But I tried to schedule time with that individual for Tuesday. Could we just talk on the phone Tuesday if you don't have the answers today? Could we talk when you do have the answers? Would Tuesday be long enough? I'll get back to you when I have the answers. Thank you for your feedback, Terry. I have never heard back from that person. That person refused to schedule time with me to talk. I mean, that to me is not an appropriate response from someone that really works for the people paying the salary, you know, the people that are taxpayers, slipholder fees, etc. When I asked that person, even though I knew the answer, I asked that person, you know, I understand if you're in a position, you cannot make any decisions on this. If you're not the decider, who do I talk to? Who is your boss? I was told by that person that that was something that was not appropriate to discuss. That was a staffing issue. I didn't know that an organizational chart was private. If you're a county citizen, why are you not able to know if a person's doing a great job? And I've asked this question before. If someone's doing a great job, why are you not able to recognize them? And the reverse of that, if they are not doing their job, why are you not able to address that with someone that can actually make sure that that person understands there's room for improvement? I've been in the professional world for a really long time. I know when I did my job, I wanted people to say, hey, you're doing a great job. Same thing, if I wasn't doing my job, I wanted to make sure my boss knew. And sometimes it meant my boss needed to, you know, set my priorities for me. I might have had different priorities or help me understand why this is important. There's a reason for people to know who your boss is, not because you're going to say something bad. You might actually want to say something good. So anyway, I don't want to ramble any longer, but I just wanted to say that the public is not being able to have their concerns addressed, and that's something that all citizens and all people that voted in the last election should pay attention to going forward, and people need to get involved, and things need to change because the county is going to continue to have negative view in the public's eye when you're treating people like Stacy Long's family in the fashion that you are. Thank you for your time.
Now, while I cannot comment on the specifics related to the slips, I will tell you, and I think you're aware that I've been unhappy with the way members of the public have been treated. The idea of having to fill out a legal release before you are allowed to speak to the commission, the situation, which again I would apologize that you were put through in being referred to by a rather vile name. I think that generally speaking, this issue aside, I'm not happy with some of the responses that have been gotten by our slip holders and the people who do this. Something you said that kind of struck me a little bit. You'd mentioned that you'd contacted us during the election cycle prior to, and that it was referred to as a busy time. That I don't understand. I understand. I have been given to understand that there might be some involvement in that process, but if staff is busy working on an election as opposed to doing their job at the expense of doing their job, that is something that I think raises a lot of concerns. If you're being told that we can't help you right now because we're busy because it's election time, I think that is, I'm mischaracterizing.
So I will clarify, we were not told that it was because of the election. I was just meaning to state that we tried to re-engage them in discussing the rail list, the rail items, and it was prior to the election. I have since contacted the same individuals via phone and email asking, can we get back together now? Because the response I had back last year, and of course I'm slit my own throat here, because I'm coming forward once again. But I was told, let's push it till after the first of the year, even though I had very valid reasons why, hey, this is a good time to talk about things before, it's beautiful outside and people are up there and you can't get work done in between, everyone being there. But I was told, let's push it to the first of the year. So I reached out again after the first of the year and was told by one individual that I did speak to on the phone was like, wow, well, if you can get on so-and-so's calendar, on my peer's calendar, then, you know, sure, we can meet. Have never heard back from either individual on that. And again, I do have emails that have been submitted requesting, give us some dates. You know, we're not trying to say, let's meet today, but give us some dates where we can reconvene and try to get some of these safety issues addressed, get it on your radar. You know, when you do have the resources to do things, that you know what, you know, priorities are. And we do understand there's some great things. I saw that thing today with the shower at Crow's Creek, which doesn't affect the marina, but there's things at the marina that I know are also have either already been approved or are budgeted for this year. But that's great. You know, again, the public is not hearing the great things that happen up there. They're just hearing the negative things that happen. And, you know, we've asked individuals that we've met with, you know, publish some of these great things that you're doing. You know, publish the fact that you're going to be doing electrical work, or you're going to be doing, hopefully it'll be approved, you know, pest control, those other things. These are things people want to hear about. They understand when they write that check for the slip. Wow, it might have gone up, but wow, we're going to get pest control this year if it passes the commission. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that it was because of the election, but even after the election, we have not been able to find a time or get a response with a date that we can actually meet again.
Well, I once again, I appreciate you coming forward and speaking out on issues that are important to you. And in spite of some of the inconveniences, I would certainly encourage citizens to come forward, and hopefully on issues that we are free of legal restrictions, trying to work through some of these. It seems to me that if we can discuss some of the concerns that are brought up by not just the slip holders, but citizens in general, we might be able to come up with a more amicable solution.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the public who would like to